This is Matt Russell from the FX Power Course, and welcome to the Daily FX walkthrough.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. The first chart is the Euro Pound, and this is the simple support line that I mentioned during the past several reports. We can, as I mentioned in yesterday's report, we had a breakout beneath the lower support line. Moving forward here, I would wait for prices to hit the opposite side of that former support line, which should now act as resistance. But of course, this is short-term analysis. This is the hourly chart, and anything can happen. But this is something I would look for over the next 24 hours and into tomorrow's close, is for prices to come up to that just above the 92 figure to hit that line for a good short-term trade setup. The next chart is the Aussie Kiwi. Not much has changed here, and as I mentioned several reports ago, waiting for prices to come down to that 38.2 fib, which they did, and then there was a sharp rally off that fib level. So once again, I would continue to hold this trade right now. As I mentioned also yesterday, maybe look to take profits just above that 124 figure if prices do test that area again. And we can see that there was a sharp sell-off over the past few hours, but now I'm looking for this shorter term daily resistance line that was violated to now act as at least temporary support over the next 24 hours. So this is something we can keep an eye on in terms of where the pair is in relation to this former resistance line, which might now act as support. The next chart is the Pound Swiss, and once again, this is the daily chart, and still just patiently waiting here for prices to come down and test the longer term daily support line here. Again, we'd look to enter just above the line with a stop, maybe 50 to 75 pips beneath the line. But as prices now are a ways away from this line, we could just kind of keep this on the radar screen for now. The next chart is the Euro Swiss, and as I was mentioning, this is the longer term resistance line that I'm expecting prices to head towards. And as I mentioned during the last several reports, a short-term, this is what's called a bull flag pattern, and that's a bullish pattern, obviously, if it's called the bull flag pattern. And prices now are breaking out to the upside. We had a close on the daily above this, but again, this is a very short-term pattern, so it's not a huge technical or a very strong technical signal. But again, this is the scenario that I had in my head: prices breaking out to the upside of this bull flag pattern and then testing the longer term resistance line. So it looks like that plan is working right now, so we might just wait for prices to come up and test that line. More aggressive traders can play this breakout. Hopefully there was an entry on the lower support line here of the bull flag pattern, but also now, considering that the prices have broken above the line, we might enter as well on the breakout above the upper resistance line, and we would exit on a close back beneath the previous resistance line, which again we are expecting to act as support moving forward. Again, my name is Matt Russell. I'm an FX Power Course instructor here at FXCM. Thanks for listening.